When a character in a video game has too much power, they usually become nerfed. When a character in an anime has too much power, they nerf everyone and everything else. Brain power and physical power can make a character so overpowered that you start wondering if they have any sort of real weakness or anything that can actually stop them at all. Hey guys, it's Animan here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the top 10 anime where the main character can defeat anyone. Please note that I am not going to include some popular anime like One Punch Man, Mob Psycho 100, The Irregular at Magic High, Overlord, and a couple others in this list. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon and set us all to be notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Baki. Baki is so gruesome and gory that it's kind of funny. If you like seeing brains and guts exploding everywhere, this will tickle your fancy. The inmates that have escaped are all the size of inhuman monsters and enjoy killing for pleasure. The protagonist, Baki Hanma, trains with an intense focus to become strong enough to surpass his father, Yujiro Hanma, the strongest fighter in the world. 5 of the world's most violent and brutal death row inmates are gathering to face Baki. Their objective is to taste defeat. Their unmatched strength and skill have led them to grow bored of life itself, and they now seek out Baki in the hopes that he can overwhelm and utterly crush them. You have to answer only one simple question in order to know whether or not you would enjoy Baki, since what the series offers is really simple. The question is, do you enjoy violence and nonsense? It is genuinely the only thing that this series has to offer, and the only thing that can keep you consistently entertained here. There's nothing else the series can offer you. Number 9. Hamatora The Animation. Hamatora is the collective name of a group of detectives who solve various cases in order to earn a living. Sounds rather standard, doesn't it? Well, not exactly. All the members of Hamatora possess some superhuman power, be it incredible speed or inhuman strength. These are known as minimums, rare innate abilities which only a small percentage of humans can use. Of course, regular citizens have no idea of existence of such individuals. In order to protect the minimum holders from discrimination due to envy, a safe balance, allowing for a normal life for all humans. What happens when a certain someone who desires to tip the balance and send the established world into chaos appears? That you will have to see for yourself. Overall, this anime is awesome. The main character is not only strong, but he is also really smart. The story is amazing and it reminds you of other TV shows and anime, like X-Men and Darker Than Black. The villain is done very well and is also very likable. The first few episodes may feel like the case of today fillers, but they are still fun to watch. I guarantee you that the show gets really interesting around episode 7. Number 8. Kaze no Stigma. This is an anime where certain people have discovered how to magically control fire, wind, earth, and water. One of them is Kazuma Yagami, a former member of the Kanagi clan, a group that uses fire. After being abandoned by his family, friends, and clan for his inability to use fire, Kazuma returns to his clan, now a wind magic user. Believing him to be a traitor for his use of wind magic, the clan falsely accuses Kazuma of killing off members of their clan. It is now up to Kazuma to clear his name and hopefully regain the trust of his family. His contract with the Spirit King of the Wind and training in China made him an insanely overpowered wind wielder, and in turn, the most powerful character in the Kaze no Stigma series by far. Not only can he fly around while carrying multiple people, he can protect his body, hide himself, and even form deadly blades with his wind powers. Number 7. Hellsing Ultimate. You already know the story. It's about a badass vampire named Alucard who is a slave of the Hellsing organization. Hellsing is an organization that hunts and kills unwanted vampires with the help of Alucard. And blah blah blah, things are dandy until some fat neo-Nazi major decides to start an army of ghouls, vampires, and destroy London, including the Hellsing organization. Then, bitches go crazy and shit starts blowing up. If you want a deep story with drama and romance, you can fuck off with that and go watch Clannad while wanking off to your Haruhi Suzumiya poster. You will not find any deep meaning or morals from this anime. Even if vampires never age, something else should be able to destroy them, right? This certainly isn't the case with Alucard from Hellsing. Even decapitations and being stabbed in the heart won't kill Alucard, because he can conveniently recover from his fatal injuries almost instantly. This nifty power comes from all the people he fed off of and turned into familiars throughout the ages, which literally numbers in the millions. He can also command these millions of familiars as an army, which is totally overpowered. Number 6. Unlimited Sidekick Squad. The story follows the story of a powerful anti-hero Esper named Kyosuke Hyobu that leads Pandra, a band of Espers against a society that generally doesn't accept Espers equally. Espers are commonly imprisoned or used by government organizations for their own personal gain. The story begins with Kyosuke breaking into an Esper prison to rescue one of his Pandra members that had been imprisoned there. While in the prison, he receives assistance from an inmate named Annie Hinomiya. After successfully accomplishing the prison break, Andy decides to join Pandra and assist Kyosuke with his goals of recruiting Espers and trying to bring an end to humanity's rule over Espers. However, it turns out Andy has a different goal in mind when he joins the group. Overall, I found the story to be fairly good and the plot itself to be outstanding. I think that this is a really cool action sci-fi anime. It's funny, but also serious, and there's some bloody scenes as well. But most of all, they have some awesome superpowers that kick ass. Number 5. Heroic Age. Though the story may seem a bit classical for those of us who are fans of the sci-fi genre, I want to assure you that it is, nonetheless, amazing. Yes, it is a classic battle between humanity and the alien forces, and yes, there are heroes and champions for each of the warring factions. But despite these cliched details, the story is so much more. It is an extraordinary tale that depicts an awe-inspiring journey of Age and the princess towards the future, not for the human race or the Nodos, or the other races, but for the universe as whole. The story is somewhat intriguing. It makes you want to fall at the edge of your seat as you anticipate every episode, fearing for what will happen next. Number 4. The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. The protagonist in this story, Saiki, is a boy that was born with psychic powers in a normal world. He can read minds, he can teleport from one place to another, he can restore things, including people, to their previous state in the past, and these 3 are just a few examples of all that he can do. Saiki is so powerful that, if he wanted to, he could single-handedly take control of the Earth in just a few days. Is that his intention? Hell no, he just wants to live a quiet life. And I can already tell you that he isn't even close to having one. All the way from his family, to his classmates, to seemingly anyone he meets, everyone is just a weirdo. And they are all hilarious and awesome in their own way, and won't let Saiki alone for a second. There is no core story, as there is always another core in each episode. But the main story, that is that Saiki Kusuo has special powers, still affects all episodes. Number 3. Charlotte. Our story starts with one of our main characters, Yu Utasaka. He appears to be a charming and an intelligent young man. Yu has a dream of going to a prestigious high school, so he cheats on tests to get a perfect score by using his ability. His ability is that he can slip into people's minds and fully control their body for 5 seconds. Yu has been taking advantage of this power for his own selfish gains to get the highest grades in his current school. Yu joins the student council, which is led by Nao. Their task is to track down people like Yu who are abusing their power and reform them like Nao did to Yu. They then kept facing hard challenges that bring Yu closer to knowing what his true ability is. Anyone who enjoys a nice hearty cry and watching human lives spiral out of control should hunker down with Charlotte. Crying and human tragedy aside, if you like shows like Angel Beats, Charlotte should be right up your alley. Number 2. AKIRA. In the year 1988, a mysterious explosion destroys Tokyo while supposedly also causing World War III. 31 years later, in the year 2019, a new city entitled Neo-Tokyo is built, which is in a state of constant chaos due to constant skirmishes between rival biker gangs as well as barrages of anti-government attacks carried out by various revolutionary groups. This is the setting of AKIRA. Within this setting, the plot focuses on 2 major characters, Shotaro Kaneda, the arrogant leader of a biker gang, and his childhood friend / rival, Tetsuo Shima, who, throughout the film, develops strange psychic powers that are frighteningly powerful and prove to cause much destruction. This awakens his immeasurable psychic powers after a collision with another psychic. His powers quickly grow in strength, and before long, he runs the risk of obliterating the entire universe. Thankfully, before that can happen, he warps himself to a place outside of reality, and the force of his psychic explosion gives birth to a whole new universe. A few other anime characters possess the ability to both create and destroy reality, and that's what makes Tetsuo one of the strongest characters in the medium. And number 1, Katanagatari. The story of Katanagatari tells a story of a powerful martial artist, Shichika, and a self-proclaimed genius strategist, Togami. The two should collect 12 unique swords, known as the Deviant Blades, for the shogunate, but all these blades that the shogunate seeks to obtain already have their owners, which means that Shichika will have to obtain these swords by force. Everything seems to be easy, however, our heroes will have to overcome many hardships. When I see anime about a journey to collect swords, I generally think sword fights are to be expected, blood and gore, severed limbs, and magical swords. Katanagatari is about swords, of course, but it's not your average run-of-the-mill sword anime. So what will you find? Sword fights. No. Not many sword fights. But, it's a sword anime. Well, yes, but not so many sword fights. Interesting, huh? Romance? It was kind of expected. Lots of lovey-dovey kissing? Nope. It's more of a weird kind of love. Comedy? Yes. Fair share of good laughs. Plot twist? On the menu. Main character gets beaten up, levels up, gets beaten, levels up, gets beaten, levels up. No leveling up. At all. So, awesome. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Is there any anime that you want to add into this list? Tell me in the comments below. If you enjoy my videos, please consider becoming a Patreon. It helps a lot. Don't forget to comment what you think of this video. And also, tell me what video we should do next. For now, I'll catch you later. See you on the next one.